Hi. So I'm with Prashant and
Adab.
Sanjay,
Hi.
and we have together watched Poorna. It's like climbing Everest all over again, and we are going to try and review it. Uh, Poorna is basically, as I think everybody knows, it's about this 13-year-old who's from Andhra Pradesh who climbs Mount Everest. She's from a very impoverished background, and this is a struggle in more ways than one. But she's lucky to find, say, somebody like a Rahul Bose, who plays a pretty critical role coming from the IPS into the special category of schools, etc., and then discovers her and another boy called Anand, and then together they make their ascent. So that's what the movie was about. 105 minutes, guys. What do you think?
105 minutes were fine. No problem with 105 minutes. Um, the acting for me was very good. The girls, especially the two girls in the lead, acted really well.
Right?
Um, Apoor did mention that during the movie, and we could have done with a little less of Rahul Bose. In fact, we could have had more of the girls' interaction because that was the one that was a standout point for me.
Right?
Yeah, same here. I feel that the story was very gripping. The first half was slightly slow. I think picked up a lot of momentum towards the latter half. And what I really found good about the movie was the message that it delivered. It conveyed that, with the levels of poverty that we have in this country, and especially when you look at the girl child, I think it was a great message to encourage the girl child to perform and do well in life.
There was I liked quite a few things actually. I loved the fact when they showed these kind of schools where apparently if you're from an impoverished background, you can go and you can study for free. Now the key issue they faced and is that people basically drop out, and that's what
Yeah.
Rahul Bose in his position has to try and solve. And he comes upon this kind of an innovative way of trying to do something that goes beyond. So his staff basically suggests the same old, which is promise them a government job and then people will stay. But he says no, it has to be something beyond. He Googles, I mean, what else? And then finds a kind of an answer. And that's how then the story takes off. I love the depiction of the schools, the village life, the way it was shown earlier. I thought that all that was really sweetly done. This girl Poorna has a best friend as well. I thought that relationship was fabulously
Yes.
shown, and for me that was actually the real captivating part of the film. And yeah, I agree with Prashant what he said. I think there was just it was Rahul Bose was landing up at every point in the film. मतलब वो लग रहा था कोई और काम नहीं है types. So that was the odd part, and also the portrayal of the CM. I thought
Yeah.
I don't know if that was intentional that he came across as quite a kind of a scaredy cat in some ways, but otherwise there was actually applause at the end of the film, and it did move people and it did keep you gripped throughout. You never felt the pace was slow. It wasn't that kind of a film. You weren't checking your phone, for example. Performances wise, anything else?
Well, no, from a rating standpoint, I would definitely give it a 9 on 10.
Oh wow!
Wow, that's good.
Huh.
Okay, for me, rating wise, it's a 6 on 10. Primarily because of two reasons. One is that it was predictable for most parts.
True.
It wasn't an unpredictable film. B, some of the moments were a little childish for me. I can't really put a finger on one particular point, but some moments were childish. For example, the fact that Rahul Bose had nothing else to do but focus on this one particular girl. I mean, as someone who's moved out from the IPS department and has taken on the education line, he should have focused on more schools. I mean, his focus seemed to be only on one school and one particular child. So it was a bit childish there. Having said that, standout points. I mean, if I were to take a standout dialogue out of the movie, for me, it was the message that if you're trying to climb Everest, then your motivation has to be larger than Everest itself. So that was a great message for me.
Yeah, that was a good one. I'm going to go with a 7 on 10. I think I loved the message. I loved some of the portrayal. In the first half, I think Sanjay had made the point during the interval, which was it had more of a documentary feel, and I would agree with that. But it really picked up in the second half.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
the scenes with the Himalayan Mountaineering Institute and the actual ascent of Everest, I thought that was very nicely
Yeah.
shown. I mean, I've spoken to someone who actually has climbed Everest, and he was explaining to me that at that altitude, basically, your every foot movement is an effort, and I think they managed to convey that beautifully in this film. The ascent was gripping, and when she does get there, you feel glad for the character, and then isn't that what movies are about? So well done, Rahul. Loved your direction. Loved your acting as always. Though I thought you came across as a little measured, possibly too measured.
Yeah.
But the girl was brilliant. She was
Yeah,
so
she was
spontaneous,
fantastic.
and she lit up the entire film. So kudos to you, her, and everyone else. I'm sure you guys will enjoy the film.
Yeah, I'm going
Yes,
to take my daughters to watch it.
That's true. Even I want my wife to take my daughter. So
In fact, that's exactly what I was trying to say. I'll also explain my 6 on 10. I'm a bit miserly with my appreciation of movies.
yeah, he's mildly over.
Yeah. And the other thing is, it's not a movie that you want to watch with two other middle-aged characters. You want to see it with your children. And I would like to bring my daughter and son for it.
And that's
Done.
why it's childish, right?